It is totally bewildering to me that we are re-entering Shabbat. There has been no structure to the week. You wake up and have this split second where you think life is normal, and then your whole stomach churns and your heart aches again. No day, no night, incessant calls, no meetings, from doing to more doing, punctuated by travels to funerals, and then back to the mayhem, the tohu vavohu, that we will read in this week's Torah portion. If you have spoken to an Israeli this week, you may have found it odd. Sentences stopped in the middle, lines of thought dissipating intermittently, children, sirens, thunder, sukkahs falling down, in the wind in the background. Though our speech may be choppy, we have total clarity. We have been enlightened in the cruelest of ways, and we will overcome darkness. Medieval, grotesque darkness. History is important. The spiritual leader of the Palestinian community in the 30s was Hajjamin al-Husseini, who was pictured meeting Hitler and who notoriously said, "Kill the Jews wherever you find them. This pleases God, history and religion. This saves your honor. God is with you." He is the acknowledged spiritual symbol of Hamas. There is no room for moral equivalency when facing terror. This is pure evil. You may need to suspend a romantic part of your belief system to say this, that we are all human, that this is a human disaster on both sides. It won't be simple. You need to do it, because what Israel and the Jewish people need to do now is defeat evil. You may also, heaven forbid, need to face that in your communities too. We said never again in the past. We cannot afford to use it as a mantra when we are purged. We need to use it as a defiant, bold and unwavering call for action. It is quite possible, even were we to live long lives, that we will not see Israel fully repaired in our lifetime. But we will do everything to ensure that Israel and Israelis are rebuilt from the inside out and from the outside in. That we are strong and full of life like we know how to be for the long run. Listen for a minute to the final chapter of the Book of Lamentations, the biblical chapters that tell of the destruction of Jerusalem. We have become orphans, fatherless. Our mothers are as widows. They ravaged the women in Zion, the maidens in the city of Judah. Leaders were hanged by their hand. The elders were shown no respect. Young men drag the millstone and youths have stumbled under the wood. Gone is the joy in our hearts. Our dancing has turned into mourning. This book begins with, "How solitary is Jerusalem, how alone are we." This week, I have been inundated by calls, emails and messages from the Jews across Canada. It is a humbling experience to feel such generosity from Canadian Jewry, who are standing up for the Jewish homeland in unprecedented ways. And you've also reached out to me personally, something for which I'm very grateful. Together at rallies, parlour meetings, and in more discreet ways, you declare, Israel will never be solitary again. Since before its founding, Canadian Jewry, led by our federations, has been consistently committed to and interconnected with Israel. This is our moment as Canadian Jewry and the Jewish people to be the people our history has taught us and our future demands of us to be. Am Yisrael Chai, no slogan, unapologetic, upright, unequivocal, and enduring. Shabbat Shalom.